Imagine a place so deadly that a single breath of air could kill you in minutes, where the ground itself is a graveyard of over 1,500 people who dared to enter. Thousands have tried to reach this location, but 1 in every 10 who attempt the journey never make it back alive. Leave before number 1 and you'll miss the most insane entry on this list. Let's count down from number 10. Number 10, the Danakil Desert in Ethiopia. This scorching wasteland holds temperatures that regularly exceed 50 degrees Celsius, making it one of the hottest places on Earth where humans somehow still live. Toxic gases seep from colorful acid pools with pH levels below 1, strong enough to dissolve metal. The area sits in a volcanic depression where 3 tectonic plates are literally tearing Africa apart. If dehydration doesn't get you first, the volcanic eruptions and armed conflicts in the region might finish the job. Number 9, Snake Island, Brazil. Ilha de Queimada Grande is home to between 2,000 and 4,000 golden lancehead vipers, one of the deadliest snakes on the planet. Scientists estimate there's 1 snake per square meter in some areas, and their venom can kill a human in under an hour. The Brazilian government has banned all civilian access to the island, allowing only select researchers with special permits. The lighthouse that once stood there is now automated because the last lighthouse keeper and his entire family were killed when snakes entered their home through the windows. Number 8, Oymyakon, Russia. This Siberian village holds the record for the coldest permanently inhabited place on Earth, with temperatures dropping to -67.7 degrees Celsius. At these temperatures, exposed skin freezes in minutes, and even breathing becomes dangerous as the cold air can freeze your lungs. Cars must be kept running 24/7 during winter because if they stop, they may never start again. The ground is permanently frozen solid, making burials nearly impossible, and locals have reported their eyelashes freezing together when they blink. Number 7, Lake Natron, Tanzania. This blood-red alkaline lake has pH levels between 9 and 12, almost as caustic as ammonia. The water temperature can reach 60 degrees Celsius, and the lake's high salt and soda content literally calcifies animals that die in it, turning them into eerie stone statues. Photographers have captured haunting images of perfectly preserved birds and bats that appear frozen in time. Despite these deadly conditions, it's the only regular breeding area for millions of lesser flamingos, who have somehow adapted to this toxic environment. Number 6, Skeleton Coast, Namibia. This 1,000-kilometer stretch of shoreline has claimed over 1,000 ships and countless lives throughout history. The coast is where the freezing Benguela Current meets the scorching Namib Desert, creating impenetrable fog banks that have doomed sailors for centuries. Bleached whale bones and rusting shipwrecks litter the beaches alongside the skeletons of seals and desert elephants. If shipwreck survivors make it to shore, they face waterless desert extending hundreds of kilometers inland, with temperatures exceeding 50 degrees Celsius. Number 5, Death Valley, California. Holding the world record for the hottest temperature ever reliably recorded at 56.7 degrees Celsius, this desert valley kills unprepared hikers every year. The aptly named Furnace Creek area can heat the ground to over 90 degrees Celsius, hot enough to cause third-degree burns in seconds. Flash floods are a deadly paradox here, capable of drowning visitors in a place that receives less than 5 centimeters of rain annually. In summer 1849, a group of pioneers became trapped here, and though only one died, the survivors named it Death Valley as they escaped. Number 4, Bikini Atoll, Marshall Islands. Between 1946 and 1958, the United States detonated 23 nuclear weapons here, including the famous Castle Bravo hydrogen bomb that was 1,000 times more powerful than the Hiroshima bomb. The entire atoll remains so contaminated with radiation that coconuts and fruits grown there contain dangerous levels of radioactive isotopes. Studies found strontium-90 levels in the soil up to 1,000 times higher than safe limits. The lagoon is now a graveyard of sunken warships, and while the area looks like a tropical paradise, eating local food or staying long-term could be fatal. Number 3, Chernobyl Exclusion Zone, Ukraine. The 1986 nuclear disaster released 400 times more radiation than the Hiroshima bomb, contaminating over 150,000 square kilometers. The Elephant's Foot, a massive corium in the reactor basement, was so radioactive that standing near it for 5 minutes in 1986 would kill you within 48 hours. Even today, radiation levels in certain areas deliver a lethal dose in just hours of exposure. The abandoned city of Pripyat remains frozen in time, with trees growing through buildings and wildlife thriving in humanity's absence, but the soil will remain contaminated for at least 20,000 years. Number 2, North Sentinel Island, Andaman Islands. The Sentinelese tribe has violently rejected all contact with the outside world for thousands of years, killing anyone who approaches their shores. In 2006, 2 fishermen were killed and their bodies displayed on the beach as a warning. When a missionary attempted contact in 2018, he was killed within minutes of stepping on the beach. The Indian government has declared a 3-mile exclusion zone around the island and considers it virtually impossible to retrieve bodies without starting a massacre. And finally, Number 1. Mount Everest Death Zone. Remember that shocking statistic from the beginning: over 1,500 people have died trying to climb this mountain, and 1 in 10 climbers who attempt to summit never return alive. Above 8,000 meters, the death zone contains only 1/3 of the oxygen available at sea level, causing your body to literally die cell by cell. Climbers pass over 200 frozen corpses that serve as waypoint markers because recovery is too dangerous and expensive. Rainbow Valley, named for the colorful jackets of dead climbers, and Sleeping Beauty, the preserved body of Francis Arsentieff, remind every climber of the mountain's brutal indifference. The 2019 season alone saw 11 deaths, many caused by traffic jams of climbers waiting in the death zone where every minute decreases your chance of survival. So which of these terrifying places shocked you the most? Drop a comment and let me know if you'd ever visit any of them, or if I missed a deadly location that deserves to be on this list. Smash that like button and subscribe for a brand new top 10 every single day.